It's Secret Santa with Maney and LauRen. Kiss 95.1.
The 14th annual Secret Santa happening in 2025. There, now you know we're live.
There we go. I knew you were distracted by something.
I was.
When you said 2014, I was like, are you okay? I know we've been here all day.
Absolutely. I went to the 14th annual Secret Santa, but you're right. We got locked out, but we're back in business, and we have two really special guests sitting here with us at the SouthPark Mall as we broadcast live on our 14th annual Secret Santa for the Autism Strong Foundation. It's the founders of the Autism Strong Foundation.
Yep, Rudy and Becky here, and they brought this foundation to life how many years ago, right?
Over 10 years. 2015 is when we officially got our IRS designation.
Okay, and this foundation has developed through the last 3 years that I've been on the board. What I know, it didn't originally start out to service what we're doing now, but who did it all this out?
I mean, it started as awareness. Like our first year, we just wanted to raise awareness for autism because what we found is folks were nervous to talk to us about it. So we said, hey, let's do an event. We did a CrossFit event, AMRAP for Autism, to just get some awareness out there.
And how old were you when you found that was diagnosed?
He was diagnosed at 18 months old.
Checking out.
And we just realized,
you felt alone.
Yes, we felt very alone. And like I said, folks were nervous to talk to us about it. So we said, let's do an event, let's raise some awareness to it. And about 100 people showed up. We raised $8,000. We're like, holy cow, this is so cool. Fast forward 10 years later, and we just crossed over raising $5 million for the local community. It's amazing what the community is done.
That is amazing.
It is a lot of money, but there's a need.
It comes in and goes out.
Exactly, that's the point. We were talking earlier, and over 133 families have applied for ages for autism. We have over 300 families have applied for Landon's Hope Scholarship. There is the need right here in our community.
And that's what we noticed, when we started this, we didn't start it to feel good about what we were doing. And we did it because we also felt alone and we were looking for community. We maybe didn't need the financial help at the time, but we felt so alone. There's no manual. Like, hey, your child's been diagnosed, follow this manual, and what you do next. Like everybody's always said, every child is different. And so one of the reasons we started is because we wanted a community that understood what we were living through every day. Not just the struggles, but the triumphs, because to us, there's huge triumphs. Yeah. To the typical families, they're small.
Maney and I talked about that a little earlier today, and I think as autism parents, we celebrate this small, some people take for granted, a child's worst word or whatever it may be. It means when you work so hard in the therapy to even just be able to have a fine motion, like eating yourself,
Well, these children, sometimes they don't know how to speak about what they want. And when you're talking about a neurotypical child, it just naturally comes from, you don't think twice about it. That first time that child uses a tablet or a spelling technique or a picture to tell you what they want, it's groundbreaking. It's like, oh my gosh, they just examining the kid who is right. And that's a small thing to somebody else, but to us, it just changed our world. Absolutely.
Those tablets are communication devices, and imagine you as a parent, you maybe have children who aren't on the autism spectrum, and maybe you have nieces or nephews, you don't have kids of your own. Can you imagine not being able to communicate with your child, and how frustrating it is not only for a parent, but also for the child who wants to communicate with their parents? And those devices are $100. And I'm wondering if we can get 5 of them right now. If we can have somebody, and that might be you sitting in traffic, like Ren said, there's traffic on 77, big surprise. But while you're sitting there, maybe you can call and donate right now. Can we get 5 people right now to donate $50 each? 5 of you to donate $50 each.
I think
that's a start. It'll get us started. And who's going to answer that call?
844-ASF-GIVE. That's 844-ASF-GIVE. Rudy and Bex, what would you say to somebody who's maybe sitting in traffic on the fence or just catching up on the day?
The first thing I would say is thank you to everyone that's given today. It's always amazing to see what this community continues to do to help our neighbors, our friends. And you're sitting in traffic and going, hey, should I give? Ultimately, that $50 donation, that $5 donation, that $25 donation, I think it's going to really make the difference of a child saying their first word you're really communicating. A lot of times it comes with therapy. And some of these families have to make a choice between, do I pay the power bill this month or to get my child therapy? And that is something you never want a family to have to make that choice. No. So that's where we come in to help. So your donation comes in to help because it goes right back into this man.
It can cost up to $60,000 a year if we share for a person in the spectrum. And families who don't have someone with spectrum, they're like, is that right? Like, how can that be right? And unfortunately, this is, the world that a lot of families are walking into, and they need the financial assistance.
Every operator's on the phone right now, which is fantastic. So if you're calling, let it ring. They will pick up on you. 844-ASF-GIVE. It looks like we're going to get our 5, so let's do another 5. Let's do it. Can we get 5 more people right now to donate $50? That would be 10 people donating $50. That's $500. That's 5 tablets for it.
We are in our home stretch. How many tablets can we get before 7 o'clock?
These tablets help people communicate with their children. Help people communicate with people who are on the autism spectrum.
By the way, these families who are asking for tablets to help their child communicate, these are families that have applied for our Angels for Autism program today. And not only is the money going right in and then going right back out because we are literally delivering gifts on Saturday morning, but these families are asking for basic necessities. They're not asking for anything else. They're asking for socks, underwear, bedding. Some families are asking what the mattress is. It's heartbreaking, but we are so thankful that they have a place to turn to now, because there's nothing like this. There is not another organization that is truly helping these autism families.
Great point.
Not just the child, but the entire family, because the entire family has to sacrifice certain things, and you don't think about the other children in the family that maybe doesn't get to play the sport they want because they can't work with the sport and the therapy. And this is crunch time. You're saying it's crunch time till 7 p.m. This is crunch time at the end of the year, because come January, those bills will start hitting those families for therapy. And they can't pay that bill in January, then guess what? They got to postpone therapy. So this is crunch time for bringing in the funds for January, and it's crunch time today on this radiothon.
Yep, Secret Santa's coming to an end. Thank you so much, Bex. Thank you, and Rudy. You started this foundation. You should really be very proud of what you've done. We really appreciate it, and I know Brent appreciates it because she was right there with you guys. Didn't know where to turn, and now we have some place to turn. That's why you're going to go up from here. So thank you so much. Give Landon all the best for us. He's 17, Daniel 17, nonverbal. Probably uses one of those devices to communicate, I'm sure. And you guys are helping us supply these devices. Right now, we're looking to follow up with our 10 for 50. We're looking for 10 people with $50. That would be 5 tablets that we can get out there. Can we do it again? Right now, you can call 844-ASF-GIVE. Can we find 10 more people right now to donate $50? Is that
in traffic? What else do you have to do?
Can you spare $50? Honestly, it would go a long way. You just heard how far it'll go. It's the Maney and LauRen Secret Santa for Autism Strong, live from the SouthPark Mall.
It's Secret Santa with Maney and LauRen. Kiss 95.1.